All right, let's hope this actually works. I'm not thinking it is, but I'm hoping it is. I reset everything. I did everything right the way I should too. Let's just hope it works. Anyways, Ted here with Bodies and Wicks, trying to trade from the morning session. I've been trying to do it for quite some time, but my computer keeps messing up, and we'll see what we got going on here. First trade I have been going in and out of, or not in and out of, but it looks like I'm about to get knocked out of, is going to be my Ethereum trade. And it's right, let me see here. Well, I guess me turning the computer off completely restarted everything. I don't have a looks like I don't have a stop loss, to say the least. It went through the red zone to where I thought the stop loss would be, but I am not yet knocked out of the trade, so I don't know whether to hold on to this as insight or to just let it go. But right now I should be knocked out of the trade. It could be that it is just going lower until, let me see if I can find a spot to where I'm comfortable with, and then I'll set a new one. How about that? And think about the 5 minutes between the Ethereum charts and the earlier minutes of the Ethereum charts. They just look at this. There's volume imbalances all over the place. It looks like it's at least gonna fall to here. I may lose a lot of money by doing it, or if anything I may just call it now and see if it's gonna fall there. I don't know. I'm in quite the conundrum here because that is quite the fall. Hold on, let me see. Let me throw some things out here. It would be between, let me turn this off here too. And I accidentally just hit hide on accident instead of horizontal. I'm going from body to body. I'm not counting the wick. And if I did the same thing from this one, and these, I'm going from candle to candle. I'm not worried about the candles that came backwards and possibly I mean, if they completely fill the gap, that'd be one thing, especially with the body, but they didn't. Instead, I have two areas here. And last time it went up, and again it fell back down. Could be waking up to some bad news for Ethereum, who knows. But it could also be just trying to fake people out by making them think that this is a safe spot for support, and then it drops below the support, and then it runs above. So again, I'm entered, it looks like I'm entered right here. At least that's where most of my entry has come from. Oh, you know what happened? I know exactly what happened. My first entry did get knocked out. So I went to paper trading, history. I guarantee you, yep, Ethereum. I had 2 knockouts, so, or at least, yep, got knocked out of those. So this one I forgot to set a stop loss for. So if I was to set a stop loss, 1685. So let's do it. I don't know. I'm at 10 positions. I thought I hit 5 and 5. I don't know what's going on. Anyway, 1685. That's what we're going for. $85 is my stop loss. That's going to be below both of the volume imbalances. Also going to be right around the bullish block. I get knocked out, I get knocked out. I mean, we've had too many good Ethereum days to not have a bad one, right? Let's see, the rest of these were in green before my computer went away, and now they're all in red. So let's see what else we got going on here. First, what I did want to look at, well, I'm in Bitcoin evidently, and let's get rid of this. Looks like I set my trade, did set it here, and I set my stop loss down here. And reason being, I had to do with this, I'm sure. Looks like there was a gap right through here that I thought it might go through. And this would be the order block. In case it went through, I would catch this. If it went as far as here, it would probably hit this order block and then bounce off the other way. So that's what I'm hoping for. That's what I'm hoping for. But I left enough room just in case it does get further down. May want to think about moving it further down to this 4-hour fair value gap, which has been catching most of these and then pushing them back up. I may want to rethink that one for Bitcoin here. Looks like my my NAS has been doing pretty well, so I went in on NAS fairly early. And let's see if I can pull that one up. Just because I feel like NAS has been and will be going up. Probably need to do the same for the SPX. Quite a few I've been watching I need to pull up. SPX. These are both CFDs that I've been working on. And then also GBP JPY. Just because they both fell. GBP USD. Yeah. GBP JPY fell and I bought, and then I had an area to where I wanted to sell. I don't think it got to the sell limit. It didn't. Look at that. Sell limit right here. And it just fell. Because I didn't leave enough room. Hold on. No, that wouldn't have been it. Which means I probably still maybe have some room left. Only thing I did was went from body to body. It pulled back. It didn't even, it went halfway, right? So I bought here. Yeah, it looks like I sold up here, or I put my my limit for it to stop me out for my profit. My take profit was right here, so it hit my take profit, which is interesting. Which I didn't want to. I wanted to leave a little bit more room between my take profit and everything else. So GBP USD, like I put, oh yeah, I put a buy limit there. I want to say. See what's going on here. this not the same GBP USD? No, it is not. I have that one on FX. Okay, here we go. So a little bit below, even though I probably should have bet, especially if it gets to a high and it's falling on a Friday. I should probably know by now that it's going to probably not go higher. There's no way. I don't think this is going to turn around and go back my way. Especially on a Friday. Usually Thursday they make their highs. Which I think this may have been Tuesday. Oh wait, this is back in February. Monday. This is the weekend here. Or just before the weekend, 5th, 7th. There's the weekend. Now we had moved up from the weekend. And now we have moved basically almost. Or maybe I did hit sell. Or no, maybe I did hit buy and we're above it. Where are we with this thing? What is the price of it? Okay, I did hit buy. So we're just now at the buy at GBP USD. I'm not for sure if that's the smartest idea or not. Just because there are areas of liquidity, especially here, making here there are basically double lows. You one moment. Oh my god. that. We do something a little important. Okay, so next on the list, let's see here. My Bitcoin is doing well. NAS 100 is doing well. Got here. See what is not doing well. Ethereum, and well, I don't think Cardano is really going to matter, but dude, did anything go off? No, I want to look at GBP JPY. That's what I wanted to look at. GBP JPY. That's going to help with my GBP USD results. Yeah, the thing was that it doesn't necessarily have to come down and break it. Thinking is that it will eventually pull back into this area and then it's going to drop. That's my thoughts. My thoughts are it hasn't done it just yet, but it will pull back to about 151,670, 151.70, actually 151,650, somewhere in there. Then after that, they should drop, making me a little worried about my GBP USD ones. Which, okay, I forgot I have the wrong GBP USD. I have the FX ones. That's the one I need to add to here. Yeah, I'm still a little bit underneath. Now, big one though is Bitcoin. Man, I nailed the entry on Bitcoin. Nailed the entry on Bitcoin. Again, we're climbing higher, we're climbing higher. Reason I thought I would enter there, and if you look at the price action between everything that's going on, everything is covered except for there's a little gap right over through here. And I mean a tiny, tiny gap right here. Whatever, there's a big green push. That's what makes me think that it's gonna come back down to those areas. So my entry was set for 55,413.23. Came down, nailed that, went a little bit deeper. Now I'm on a 15-minute. If I would have went to an hour, you wouldn't have seen that. You would have known that was there. Actually, you know what you would have? You would have seen exactly where I entered because you would have seen the wick. But it looks like what it came to, like I said, what I'm afraid of is it's going to go a little bit further down, because this right here, these two candles, that's why I have this circle drawn, is that this candle here is pale, right? It's wick, but all the way farther down, and it's bigger, longer than this body here with this small wick. Something tells me that this could possibly drop down to this body, as if this almost body wasn't even here, because the rest of this price took care of it already. It's almost like there's a gap there. Not even a gap, but there's nothing there. But then again, if there's nothing, if it's already taken care of it, then yeah, I guess it could technically not drop there. So that would mean this would be a bullish order block. So I could have been I could have tried to be a little bit too perfect. Knowing me, that's usually what I try to do. Tried to go for that entry right there. But whatever, I missed it by a little bit. Alright, I'm in a lot of trades already. I need to attention to which one to take care of. Alright, Naz. Okay, it didn't. Okay, I'm gonna wait. I think what's gonna happen is that at the bell, it's probably gonna shoot up. And after it shoots up from the bell, I probably need to get out because I think it may drop. Reason I think it may drop because of all of this. This is a lot of pseudo, I guess you could say, fake resistance. It looks like resistance, but you know, it could definitely not be resistance. Here, get this little pin spiked upwards, comes down, right? Then starts all over again. It's almost as if this doesn't exist. Right, out of a 1 hour candle, it's almost like this candle doesn't exist. It went up, came back down, same exact spot. All these started. Then we do something different here. Come back down in. What it could do is that it could drop down into here and then push back up. That's something I should also be aware about. I really don't have a bias on these, especially on Fridays. Fridays are kind of tough days to trade. Never know which direction they're gonna go. Generally, Monday, Tuesday, make the higher the low of the day, and make the higher the low of the week. Then Thursday, make the opposite end, higher the low of the week. And then Friday's just kind of like almost like a trail off day. That's most of the time, not all of the time. We've had a pretty, especially the last week. Last week for sure, all the indices just fell. Then starting this week, they kind of went sideways, and now they've been going up. So there are points. I mean, it did hit a negative order block, fell, right? Comes back down, hits a positive order block. That's why I decided to jump in and think it would be going back upward. Right? This would be short term. This would be probably a little short term. But if I can get it above this right here, this would be the win. I don't even know how much that is. That's probably not even that much. Many handles anyway. I forget I meant NASDAQ. 291? Well, no. 3 to 13. Like 3, yeah, about 300. Okay. Yeah, I can live with 300. If I can get this one, I'll be good as long as I can play the other one safe. How's Bitcoin doing? Barely hanging in there. But it did what I thought it was going to do. Now I just gotta hope it continues going up. Okay, came back up into this. We start going down to 15 minutes. Okay, it did come up about consequent encroachment. Came about halfway through this big red candle here. Like it's starting to fall. Even if it doesn't get all the way above to my preferred target, if I can get Bitcoin to here, I can take 50% at least of the profits and then move stop loss to even. That would be a huge win. NASA, I think, or NASA, hello. NASDAQ, same way. I think once this bell opens, we're gonna see a huge surge upwards. Change the colors of the so I'm not about where I'm at. Gonna be another one up here that's going to go to possibly after the first one. profits after it gets to a certain point. Okay. 3p USD, where are we at with that one? Underneath. So I figured. Okay. We're back to the equal lows. Figure we'd at least dip underneath those. It kinda dipped. Didn't really dip though, did it? Right, well. BJPY. Again, still wait for it to pull up that way. See, all my active trades are here. USD, Ethereum, NASDAQ, and Bitcoin. So I got a little bit of everything. Got Forex, I got crypto, and I got one of the many indices. The other one I wanted to look at, which was SPX. I think it's kind of do the same thing. Not nearly the same thing, but kind of the same thing as NASDAQ. And as I'm getting my market watches in, my stocks are down. Fine, because they were up a couple days ago. I took some profits, so I'm okay. Still higher than they've ever been, so can't complain. Alright, let me take a look at this at the 4-hour. Hour. Prop up technically be a breaker. Oh. That right there be the breaker. It doesn't make sense. No, I did not. Never mind. Would have been low, high, lower, low. It didn't go lower, low. Plus this technically be a. Then that would mean it went this low. Had to at least get this high. Had to at least before it came back up. Even though it dropped through it. Doesn't matter. It's not the time. It's about the time. Not necessarily. If it holds for 20 to 30 minutes. Should go up. I'm gonna wait to see how low it gets while I watch the others. Jim did dip below here. Doesn't look like it. Go lower. It said it did. Already had them drawn out already. A different chart. It did. I used this one. Get rid of this. Or at least let me look something else up on this one. Before. And I need to check out the dollar as well. I don't care if anybody's watching, to be honest. I just doing this myself, just doing this to have fun, just to record myself. I'm not here to put on a show. If you guys want to watch, you guys want to watch. It's up to you. Right. So, dollar made a rally back up. Like it cleared some highs. Like it ran into an order block. So I would call that. which means I should be pushing the dollar lower. Object. I named all this stuff. All right. Yes, dollar should be going lower. But the dollar should be going lower. That means foreign currency should be going higher. And propped itself up. Also hitting both sides. Liquidity pool, hopefully. But yeah, look at this over here. I mean, got into this. I mean, it shouldn't build this. Already got up into 618 area. Could be. Falling. Got out. Fibonacci level. There's the 0. Down. Pulls back up into the 618. Was. And now it's got to sell off from the 6-1. Granted, it could go higher up into these levels. What are those levels? No. Block. And threshold order block monthly. I'm saying this is the order block here, which is also the 618. This would be the mean threshold. It doesn't have to get up there. It just could. Okay. Now I know it. Okay. minutes. I'm offline. I'll be right at the beginning of the bell as soon as kick me off right at the beginning of the bell. That's for sure. What I could do is just stop right now and then restart again. That way it doesn't kick me off at the beginning of the bell. Hey, not smart, not a bad idea, huh? Well, if my Nash chart will ever come up. I have no idea what all that just means. All I know is I'm in the negative. All of it, except for the Bitcoin. At least I know my Bitcoin entry was good. Where is Bitcoin? Bitcoin is right here. Go.